Hi, this is Arlene. So anyways, I just want to talk about a video that I tried to make. It was a really good video that I tried to make. It was, I really tried to make it last night. I used my iPad to do it. And fortunately, I wasn't able to, I recorded it, but somehow it got lost, and somebody turned it off and erased my recording. Now, I never experienced that before with an iPad, but I turned it on and the recording was on, because you see how the minutes start adding up. And then after I recorded it, I got up like around 2:30 and it was recording, and then of course it shut off because it ran out of battery, but it was still recording. So normally it will record, and there's not a problem. Normally, I mean, it works fine. But when I went to go upload it on YouTube, it would not upload at all. So I had to now I have to do the recording all over again. And then some of my clothes, more of my clothes, have been getting dusted. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like a fine dust that they use, and I'm not sure what it is or how they go about using it, but it is a fine dust, and I don't know, it's like fine, like baby powder, so it's hard to get off your clothes even if you shake them. So I'm not really sure how that, what kind of dust it is, if it's a chemical dust or what. But anyway, so I found a quick remedy, because I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's like a dust that makes you itch. I'm not like quite sure, but I think it is. So my quick remedy for that is I use rubbing alcohol, and it works perfectly. So I do use that, and it works great. So I don't even bother worrying about it on that end. I don't know if there are any chemicals in there, but I can't really go into like these X-File theories and think about it. So anyways, yeah, so I'm getting dusted, and then they're putting like this really fine dust. I already did a YouTube video on my utensils, and when I wash my dishes and they're on the rack, they're fine, nothing happens to them. It's when I put them away, it's when they get dusted. Like all my forks, my knives, spoons, everything. Well, they have all day because I'm at work for 10 hours. So they have all day to do this. And so I don't really have, a choice. It's not like I can stay home from work just to like protect my place. So you gotta let go of that. And then I have like underwear from Soma that I order, and that's like 12 or 15 bucks a panty, and they stretch them and stuff, and cause like the seams to rip, so they look like they're old panties when they're really not. And then also what happened, well, I haven't gotten my necklace back, and I'm realizing I'll probably never ever get it back, and there's nothing I can really do about it. But I have that. And then the new thing is the dusting, moving stuff around a little bit in my refrigerator. hopefully nothing's been tampered. I mean, everything tastes right. Haven't gotten sick, like nauseated or diarrhea or anything of that nature. Oh, they do like the smallest thing. Like, I think they're dusting my Q-tips. So when I clean my ears, I have to clean my Q-tips off because I'm not going to buy any more Q-tips. And the last deodorant I had, Tom's, they broke it from the bottom. So when I went to go put my deodorant on, the top just fell off. But luckily I was at the very end of it. So now I have a new one, and so far that hasn't broken. First, I have Kaboom. I either clean my bathroom with Kaboom or just with pure bleach in a spray bottle. So what happened is that that car is not from Cerritos. That's an old car. They have no plates. Now that's where they should pull this car over, because they have no plates on them. So anyways, regarding that, what was I saying? Oh, so they get the Kaboom and they spray it and it's dry. So then when I come home and I clean my bathroom and I spray it with bleach, of course, because before when I was in Whittier, they would put chemicals. So I'd have to spray it, so I'd clean with bleach. So now what they do is they spray the Kaboom, so it's all dry. It looks fine, because when you spray the Kaboom and you've watched it, it's white, you know. It just dries off white, so you can't tell anything. Well, whoever's spraying it, I guess if they haven't sprayed it evenly, they're kind of like rubbing it down so that when I spray my bathroom with bleach, because I always take a bath, it turns blue or purple, which happens with the Kaboom. So what's interesting about that is, I guess they figure I'm going to get scared, I'm not going to take a bath, or I have no idea what they're thinking. So I thought that was interesting, but you know, there's not much I could do about that. And then what else? That's like the major one. What else is new? I think that's it. I haven't gotten my necklace back. I was hoping I would, but I'm probably not. I'm just gonna wait till whenever to tell my son about the necklace being gone. I don't know what I'll tell him, but I'll have to think of something to tell him why he hasn't gotten the necklace back, and just go from there. And so anyways, yeah, so that's it. Oh, and dusting. My floor's always being dusted all the time. I'm always getting it dusted. And between the floor and the the floor and the sideboard, so I get dust in there, and then the people on top of me in apartment 240, they make a lot of noise, which it doesn't bother me because I've lived by the train tracks, so that's nothing new. And I think those are the newest things that I have experienced. And it's the usual surveillance, whether it's on the freeway or in the streets, at work, you know. Yeah, my work does participate. And because I've had things taken from work and then they wind up at home. That's how I know. And you need an ID to get in where I work. You have to go through security. So, I mean, that's like a done deal. I know that part. Yeah, so that's like basically it. The one thing about the freeway thing is, right, somebody's messing with my brakes. But see, when I go to bed at night, I go into deep sleep. So somebody could come out to the parking lot and redo my car, and I would not know because I am like in a dead sleep. Which I'd rather have that than not have sleep deprivation. But you know, there are the consequences, and that is that things happen to your car. I've had all kinds, like what do you call it? Like you get in and the air smells like a skunk. Stuff like that. Just like a variety of things that have happened to me, and you just go with the flow and deal with it. That's why I make the videos, so that I don't get upset about it. And so that's what I do. And and talking about it like now in the morning is like when I'm on my way to work. That's the only time I really have to make videos. So that's why I do them now, because I'm in the car and I can do it. And so I will make videos and just go and do that, and then just do that, and then you know, just talk about like stuff that happens, because I really can't do anything about it, because you know, I have no idea who's going in. I only have assumptions of who's going in, and that's about it. But I don't know actually like who's going in. I can guess pretty much who's going in, and that's about it. That's the most I could do, is like guess who's going in. So that's like basically it. Just, you know, and then almost every day someone goes into my apartment. I had a canary, and when I first had the canary when I was in Whittier, no one was going in. But then after that, then they started going in through the Wi-Fi, the DSL, and shutting it, and the Wi-Fi, because I went from DSL to Wi-Fi, and then they started shutting it down and taking it offline. So I wasn't able to do anything about it, and I was having break-ins and stuff. So, you know, there wasn't much I could do about it. So I just had to just deal with it. And I would get I had my canary connected to my I had it connected to my Wi-Fi. I mean my iPhone, so I could keep track of it. And then you know, it would tell me when it would go offline. So it would actually go offline when I was at work, like on my way to work, or when I was at work, I would get a notice that it was offline. And then I would also get whatchamacallit, it would go back online before I got home, like right before I got home. And then after a while, it just stopped going online. It stopped going offline and stuff. So I really didn't have much of a choice. So this is the area where I get cut off a lot. So I go really slow here, and I'll videotape most of the time and not record, because you'll get cars like this at the very last minute. They want to change lanes and stuff, or they go back and forth and stuff. So like this truck here, I've seen him before a couple of times, and he drives like a maniac. And then there's a few cars. They'll pull out in front of you and cut you off, and then they'll get back in their lane, and they'll go that way, like on the 10 going east, or they'll cut across real good, and they'll go on the 605 north. And when they cut you off, let me tell you, they cut you off good. I mean, I even have to commend them on that. they do a real good job at cutting you off. It's like they do not care. So sometimes when that happens, I'm just like, whatever. If I get in an accident, I get in an accident. And then they'll stop. But most of the time, they'll just cut me off. Even like when there's no room, they'll just start merging into the lane. And they won't look. So that tells me that I'm being set up. So that's why I'll videotape it. And it's happened a few times, and I just videotape it and put it on YouTube, because following the person or having rage, it's not gonna really get anywhere. But you know, if you upload what happened, at least you know that stays on forever. And the traffic is like really, really, really bad today. Like really bad. I don't know why it sucks, but it is. So anyways, I'm just on my way to work. Poor truck, no one's letting him in, but there's not much I could do about it. So anyways, yeah, so I deal a lot with the break-ins and stuff. And then people, like when I leave work, I lock my desk. And then when I come back to work, my desk is unlocked. So that tells me also that somebody from work is doing it. Because when I leave work, there's still people there. Mostly it's just really all the engineers. Engineers are there when I leave work. So that's how like I know they're breaking in and stuff. I can't say it's the actual engineer or if they're like letting somebody in, but I do know that they'll go into my cubicle, which go into my drawer and unlock it. And so that tells me that like if I leave my purse and I go for a walk, you know, I'm sure they probably go rummaging through my purse. And I would never, ever, ever know that they're doing that, ever. So and then you get people like this one that just wants to change lanes all of a sudden at the last minute. So anyways, there's just like a variety of things that happen, and they may stop and then they pick up. So it's nothing that's going to end. I know that. So that's why I make the videos, because it's a lot better making the video than not making the video. And so that's why I do it. So anyways, things like that happen. And you can't really do much about it. And then you'll get people that go slow, like the car in front of me, the Kia, will go slow. And then you get a car like this. I don't know if they ask them to go by you and like not like do or say anything. I'm not really sure what they do, but you know, they'll do stuff. Like this car is going like super, super slow. So, and then I wonder too, like, do they have maybe they have a recording device and they want to hear what you're saying. I have no idea. Just guessing. And stuff. So, and that's basically it. You know, just that. So I'm gonna stop for now.